Thanks, Abhinav. Thanks for taking us through the vision of Tata AMC and GIFT, and also explaining how the fund is going to work, and also giving us the rationale behind some of the decisions that you have taken. That really helps to understand where this is going, and we can see that Tata is really bringing in a disruption, as you said. So we already have a lot of questions that have come in on the chat. So I'll just put some of we'll try to cover as much as possible. So the first question from Prashant is that, do you need a tax residency certificate from UAE to invest? So no, you don't need a TRC from UAE to invest. Basically, you will during your KYC as an NRI, you will be asked to produce a local ID and a foreign address proof. So that is sufficient for us to onboard you as an NRI. You don't need a TRC for that. After onboarding, you are free to invest from your foreign bank accounts as well as from your NRE account. Right. So obviously, if you're doing it from NRE, then there is an INR to USD conversion that either your bank will do, or if you're investing in most cases, I mean, your bank will end up doing it. But apart from that, the NRE money can be invested, or it can come from your offshore bank accounts. Moving on. PD has asked if there's any concept of long term and short term, as there is no tax. So both types of capital gains are tax exempt. But Abhinav, you want to add on it? Like, is there even a concept that is long term versus short term?
No. So as I mentioned, it's a tax efficient product wherein you will take away all the gains in your country and you will pay tax as per your country. So as I said, underlying there is no tax. So NAV, there is nothing deducted from the NAV, which is capital gains. So capital gains short term or long term. At the time of redemption, we do not take DTA documents, as Ankur mentioned. So we don't need a TRC, we don't need a 10F. We will give you the money back. You are supposed to pay capital gains as per your tax residency country.
Yeah. And next, Shailja is asking if the capital gains tax exemption is an incentive for initial customer acquisition. So this is as per the Income Tax Act itself. Now it has been enshrined into that. So this is not by Tata or Belong or anything. This is now part of the IFSC Act. I mean, coming from that, now enshrined in the Income Tax Act itself by the Government of India. So we can expect it to be robust.
So I can add here that in direct equity, there is full tax, actual and notional. The government of India has not exempted any country. I think apart from France, no country, France doesn't have too many Indian funds. But apart from France, there is no country where capital gains on in Indian equity is exempt. So there is about $811 billion of equity sitting out of Mauritius, Singapore, Dubai, Luxembourg, Ireland, Cayman Islands, Malta. Every fund which is based in these locations pays tax, and so does GIFT City. When it comes to fund of fund, as Ankur mentioned, it is an act of law that fund of funds do not have to pay.
Yeah. Thanks, Abhinav. Yeah, so Mohammed has a question. Does Tata only take UAE and Qatar? So I think by now it has been answered. So Tata, so Abhinav, if you can just go back to this previous slide. So the fund, can take NRIs and foreign investors from almost all jurisdictions, apart from Indian residents and NRIs in US and Canada, and obviously restricted list of countries as per FATF. The restriction that we started with, that as of now Belong is only onboarding from UAE and Qatar, and very soon we'll start doing it from India also, like as in NRIs who are visiting India. Now this restriction is coming because currently even within GIFT City norms, there is no digital KYC for NRIs, so there has to be a physical leg involved. We have managed to find some partners to do this for us in UAE and Qatar. and we are actively looking for more partners in other jurisdictions. So as and when that happens, we will start opening up those jurisdictions as well. So the Qatar and UAE thing is purely a belong restriction, not from the Tata AMC side.
So, Ankur, one question for
Yeah.
belong. So, if somebody wants to put money from Singapore or say Middle East, anywhere else, so if they do the KYC and they share that
Yeah.
with you, then that
Yeah,
is
so no, yeah, so thanks, Abhinav. Self KYC is possible. Doorstep KYC is only available in UAE and Qatar as of now. By self KYC, what Abhinav is referring to is the notarization process. So as long as you are able to get, your KYC documents, which includes POI, which is passport, local ID, proof of address, notarized by your embassy or a local bank representative, etc., and send those documents to us, we can accept investments and open, your account. But yeah, doorstep KYC is from Belong is only available in UAE and Qatar as of now.
one more thing, Ankur. So we've just added a field in a form of CKYC. So if that is captured, then we don't need what do you call it, the KYC attestation. The entire thing goes up because we pull data from CKYC. So that is also available to clients who are not there. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's great. So that's something that will definitely work with you to enable
Sure.
and see how we can, remove that restriction of physical verification. So thanks, Abhinav. Yep, going ahead. Do you support NRI from Europe for GIFT City investors? Already answered yes. Tata Fund supports NRIs from Europe for these investments. If you want to do it through Belong, then currently the option is self KYC, only where you have to get the documents notarized.
And in terms of notarize, I think notarize sounds a very complicated word in itself. But what we've enabled here, which will work for Tata and Belong, would be that you can approach your CA, your banker, your lawyer also. So you don't necessarily have to go to the notary,
Yeah.
or you don't have to go to an embassy to do it. You can go to a CA, a banker, your lawyer, who keeps on coming to you. The bank, I think bankers come are over the Middle East market is oversaturated with bankers. Bankers will come to you. You can tell them, please attest my documents. We take these attestations are valid for 3 months. So if you can manage, we can take from anywhere.
Yeah. No, and also you only need to get your identity documents notarized and proof of address. It's not like your banker will have to notarize some other bank's statement or anything. So, these are just your identity docs. So that can be a very good way to do this. Okay, now coming to the expense ratio. So yeah, Abhinav, this is a question that we have been frequently getting, which you have already answered, that in terms of expense ratio, what the maximum is and the thought process behind it. Just one question that, everyone had, that, okay, this is somewhat on the higher side, maybe compared to Indian funds. So is there a roadmap to, as we scale the AUM, to bring it down? Like, is that a thought process?
So currently, I can't commit anything, but we are very open to feedback. So even the regulator is very open to feedback. We are also very open to feedback. But what we've done, we've given you a transparent number which we cannot exceed. So as we go along, so in India also, Indian mutual funds also evolved for direct post COVID.
Yeah.
So we will also keep on taking feedback from clients like you. We will keep on looking at the market of what they are doing. So some are disclosing one number. We'll add up all. If we are very away from the market, we will actively look to reduce this number, but we cannot go above.
Got it. And just to reiterate, this number, I mean, for the benefit of the audience, this number already includes the expense ratio of the underlying funds. So this is the total. This is like the all-in number. It's not at just the Gift City feeder level. Right, Abhinav?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, one question from Rakesh, that let's say the investments are done, as an NRI, and then at some point they, move back to India. What happens to the investments then, uh, in terms of tax, as well as, can they stay invested?
So I would, so personally, when I was in London, I redeemed everything. I came back. When an NRI is coming back, he normally, unless you are told to go back, you if you're told to go back, you get a month. But if you plan, you get a 3 to 6 month period to 6 month period to plan your move back to India. I would suggest you, if suppose you're in the Middle East, you redeem your investments. There is no tax there, capital gains, and then you get that entire wealth back, because you can say there was no capital gains on my redemption amount. So I would suggest, my personal opinion, what I'll do, you'll have to ask your tax advisor. But if you're coming back, you should take out your money, because any which ways this fund cannot take Indian residents. So if your status becomes Indian resident and you're a part of the fund, uh, it can tantamount to round tripping. So I would say that if you plan to come back, please redeem and come back. So if you don't have to pay any taxes in Middle East, please take out the money, rather than the Indian IT telling you that you've redeemed in India, you're an Indian tax resident, pay your marginal tax rate. So if you are status is changing, please redeem and come back.
Yeah, and just to give more context to this, so even when you redeem as an NRI, there is no capital gains tax. So it's not like, you will incur a tax bill when you are redeeming it. Also, something to keep in mind is that if you're coming back from a long stay abroad, generally you will have a window of, RNOR status also from a tax perspective, right? Resident, but not ordinarily resident. And this is something we have covered in our previous webinars also. So during that time also you can redeem without any tax implications.
Ankur, have you already added the tax filing part to belong?
Yes, we started this year, and yeah, this that was already a part of it.
So the best advice is that you tie up with Belong and take tax advisory from them.
Thanks, Abhinav. Um, Moving on, there is one question. Again, this tax related, so I can take it. So for UAE, the DTA already covers, exemption under the mutual fund, like for capital gains in mutual funds. So compared to that, how is this beneficial? So I'll give my take, and maybe Abhinav can add. So one, see, for that you have to go through the DTAA route, which is expensive, and obviously much more paperwork is required. TRC itself costs 1200 dirhams, and then the tax filings are complicated, the financial years are not aligned, and also what we have seen in the tax filings that we did this year also, if there's always an element of it being disputed by the IT officials, right? They can reject the claim. See, anyway, you will have to pay TDS first, right? You will be reclaiming your TDS through that DTA provision, and it's very easy for an income tax official to just reject that claim, especially if the amount is big, right? And then you will have to go on disputing and all of that. And this is what we have seen in the current filings also that we did this season, right? So this the GIFT City route provides you with a very clean way of achieving this. There's no TDS only, so there is no. It's not like you have to take money back from the Indian IT department, and you don't have to have a TRC, so no cost there. You don't have to go through that entire DTA route. So in that sense, it's much cleaner. Abhinav, you might, if there's anything that you might want to add to this.
No, no, sir, absolutely, absolutely. What GIFT does is reduce friction for you, reduce tax compliances with India. So, for example, if you're investing through your foreign bank account, your money will hit my GIFT City USD bank account. When you redeem, my HSBC USD account will remit your money back. So your money has not come into India DTA. So because this is a foreign location, you do not have to tell your CA, I want to fill form 10F. You don't have to pay 1200 dirhams for TRC. you don't have to do anything. Your money is your money. We give it back to you. Yeah, without
Yeah.
any withholding tax.
Yeah. Got it. And yeah, Devansh had a question regarding the benchmark of this fund, since there's a wide mandate. I think it's Nifty 500, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so as we were talking, I tried to put on some data. So this is the Nifty. So what we've done, actually the INR, the rupee returns are much higher. But if you see long-term returns, these are CAGR returns. The Nifty 500 is a very large benchmark covering all kind of stocks. So it has large cap, mid cap, small cap. So this, if you see, India historically has given close to 10 or above in years CAGR returns, even in USD terms, on a passive. So what do I mean by this slide is that only if you had put money in the index for 3 years, you would have got 10%. For if you were there for 5 years, you would have 15%. If you were there for 12, as in 12 years also, you would have got 12.5% returns
This
approximately.
is annualized, right? Like,
Sorry,
yeah.
did that go away, the presentation? Sorry.
No, no, it's there. It's there, Abhinav.
Sorry, I've lost control. Okay, so my point is that these are passive returns. We are saying that we will have a 70% active portfolio on the core side, and we will also take thematic and sectoral calls, which will be tactical. So we intend to outperform the benchmark. So our returns, if we have to beat the benchmark, have to be above these numbers on the slide.
Yeah, got it. And there's a question on, how can we access the GIFT City Tata Mutual Fund? Like, what are the different channels? How to do direct? So yeah, one option is Belong. On the Belong platform, you can do direct investments in this fund. But other channels, someone is asking if it can be done directly on Tata's website. So for that, Abhinav, if you can pitch in, what are the different ways?
No, so currently there are challenges right now. I can tell you very honestly that right now there is an application form which needs to be filled up by you, signed by you. So there's no online form like Seamless which is available in India. The ecosystem is upgrading. So Ankur and me, we were meeting the ED about 10 days back. So we were told that digital KYC will come in some time, digital signatures will come in some time. But it's a government enterprise, government regulator, it will take time. So till that, we do not have capability wherein you come to my website and you can transact online. Uh, I think the best interface for direct clients has been built by Belong. And yeah, so online will happen, but it will happen after some time.
And yeah, one interesting question, I think it will help the other audience also. Does this fund only invest in India?
So we've kept a 5 to 10% choice for us. So the OD is enabled to put money in international ETFs. In Tata's gold commodity ETFs, which are gold and silver. So apart from equities, we can take exposure in gold and silver. Um, and if we think that there is a value play or there is a momentum play in any markets, be it US, China, we've enabled international ETFs also. We claim to be India experts, so we do not have any international products, but it does not stop me to go to a third party S&P 500 index, Hang Seng index. So we can go, but currently I don't think. I think India, we have enough stories, enough themes to play out. So currently we think this 70-30 ratio will be in Indian funds only, in Tata Mutual Fund India products.
Got it. Jimit is asking, is this also open to OCI card holders living in India?
OCI card, no. So if you, I am not sure, but Ankur, we can check and come back to
Yeah.
Jimmy.
I mean,
But
the living in India part is throwing me off. General OCI card holders, yes.
yeah, yeah.
But if by living in India you mean Indian, like Indian resident as per the income tax laws, then probably not. That's the part that's throwing me off as well. Maybe, yeah, we can get back.
Yeah, so basically, you first OCIs, yes, we take, but if you're a tax resident in India, then no. If so, even if there is ambiguity, if a foreign citizen is working in India, he cannot invest through his INR account. So some cases, like for seafarers, we know that we have a, I think it's a CDC require formed
Yeah.
agreement. They can put in money in this fund. But complicated cases, we'll have to come back one by one. So like OCI is working in India or tax resident of India. To optically, it sounds no, but we will have to go case by case.
All right. And Abhinav, there's a question by Tej that is this fund registered with, like, let's say a DIFC type authority also abroad, or how does this work?
So currently, no, it's only registered with IFSC, which is the GIFT City regulator. But we are evaluating registering in a couple of more countries.
Yeah, but that does not prevent us from onboarding clients. What it prevents us is probably direct, like, outdoor advertising or overt advertising in those regions.
Yeah,
That's not a issue in terms of onboarding clients.
yeah, absolutely.
Got it. Yeah, I think there are many more questions. I'll just try and take the ones where there is no overlap. Um, is there any exit load, Abhinav?
No, so as I mentioned, no entry load, no exit load, transparency in one number, which is the expense ratio.
Anyone who does not file ITR in India, that's also not a problem, right? In fact, Gift City is probably better tailored for them,
No, no.
right?
So as I mentioned, I think the opportunity here is for people who are existing investors to come in a tax efficient product, and also your second and third generation who do not want to file taxes, who do not want to take a PAN card, they are very welcome because PAN card is not mandatory here.
Okay. Devansh is asking who is the fund manager for this fund. Um,
So it is. So if you see my slide, which I was showing, our investment team actually is a team with 300 years of experience. So there are fund specialists, there are sector specialists that we run. So we have a team, India fund team, which has 300 years of experience, and we are investing into their funds. So we are getting you a product which is best of worlds for Tata Mutual Fund. The allocations will be is a Tata market outlook. So as per our macro house outlook view on where to be overweight, whether to be overweight in mid cap or small cap, or be underweight or be overweight in a tactical opportunity, is decided as per our house view on the markets. We have a three-member team in Gift City, and we have a designated fund manager there. And this is a Tata Market Outlook product.
Got it. There's one question on, will investors be able to do an SIP in this fund?
So intention is that I think through Belong you can do these kind of transactions. So what we've done, anticipating that SIPs will get enabled, the ecosystem will get enabled, we put in a minimum ticket size of $500 and an additional purchase of $100. Banks are not equipped right now. Ankur will have to tell you whether Belong through with the Belong app, whether you can do that or not.
Yeah, I think that's more a mandate for us than you. So we have to figure out how to do, automated monthly standing instructions on foreign bank accounts. Indian banking is pretty advanced, so now these things are very easily possible. Foreign jurisdictions, banking is not that advanced. So yeah, but we are trying to figure that out. So yeah, as soon as that
But
happens. Yeah.
yeah, so we wanted it to be a SIP suitable product. So hence we've done 500 initial and 100 additional. Yeah.
Got it. We are done with most of the questions. There's one question. What is I mean, although fund is currently in the NFO period once it is live, you know, or in general, like what will be the time cycle for allotment and redemption? Like in how many days can those be processed? And I'm guessing there will be daily investments and redemptions available.
So yeah, daily liquidity, daily NAV. You said the cutoff is 11:30 a.m. So the transactions and the when you're sending money, the money has to hit my account by 11:30. If you send by 11:30, you get the same day NAV. Like in India, it's 3 p.m. Uh, and redemption turnaround, because I have to redeem from my India funds, then put money in my USD and then remit further to you. Based on different time zones, we've on a safer side kept a T+7 tag for redemptions.
Got it. No, I think that makes sense given how widely the fund is diversified. I think yeah, that's all the questions that were on the chat. I think we are also slightly over time, but I'll still give maybe a couple of minutes if someone wants to unmute themselves and introduce themselves and ask a question if they have. We're happy to wait for a couple of minutes. Till then, for those who are new and maybe even for repeat audience, some updates from us that yeah, we have added to our product suite. In addition to the USD fixed deposit, now we have the first retail mutual fund for NRIs, that is the Tata India Dynamic Equity Fund, live on Belong app. You can, right now it's in the NFO period, so you can apply and be one of the first investors to get this. And yeah, as we add more products, we'll keep you updated as we add more geographies. So just a couple of days back, we were able to unlock Qatar as well as a geography, and yeah, we are working hard at it. And in case you guys have any ideas for us on how we can partner in your particular jurisdiction to unlock doorstep KYC, do let us know. There is a Belong community. You can go to the website getbelong.com and add yourself to the community where we put out all this information first. Uh, yeah, I think that's it. Thanks a lot, Abhinav, for taking out time. I know this is a busy period since the NFO just launched, but thanks a lot for explaining everything so in such simple terms and giving us the idea behind the entire fund strategy and the price point, etc. And thanks a lot. And we wish the NFO a huge success. The first of many, and we are excited to be the first digital launch partner and happy to contribute to this success story.
No, no, thank you so much, Ankur. And once again, thank you to all the participants to joining on a Friday lunchtime with us. I hope we added some value for us. And please reach out to Belong for any investments into the Tata Fund. Yes.
Thanks, Abhinav. Abhinav, sorry, one last question because I think they keep coming. But just like any expectation on when the fund goes live?
So soon, we started. We wanted to start taking applications during this auspicious time. So we've started on 1st of October. There is a small mobilization about $1 million. The given the response, I think by we should be live very soon, but we are open to application. So, and how it happens is, first a zero balance folio. You have to just mention the purchase amount. A zero balance folio will be opened, and then you have to fund. So I think by the time you complete that, hopefully we will be live.
Awesome. Awesome. No, that's great news. And yeah, wishing it all the success once again. Thank you so much, Abhinav. Thanks everyone for joining in. If you have any further questions, feel free to join the community and put it there. We will try our best to answer it there. If there's something specifically that Abhinav needs to be roped in for, we will share it with him and then share the answers back to you. Thank you so much. Thanks everyone for joining. Have a great day ahead.